All right, Jules, let's stick to this point.
Yeah.
Because to me, this is still an incomplete Bayern team. And not just to me, but to Lothar Matthäus and Didi Hamann. They were absolutely vicious.
They said that it hasn't improved since Tuchel took over.
Yes, he says the squad is not developing.
Yeah.
And look, Tuchel obviously really took it to heart. And I think
did he answer back? Well, I don't think Matthäus and Hamann have also progressed since I took. He kind of threw it back at them or something.
He did. Yeah, he's like, I don't think they've developed as
Yeah,
pundits
they've
and whatever.
developed,
But we need to give some context to it. So there's different things, there's different situations in different countries, right? In Italy, for example, you often get ex-players of a club turned pundits who kind of tend to give the club the benefit of the doubt, until the worm turns and then everybody piles onto the manager. I think in Spain, that's pretty much undeniable.
Yeah.
Certainly at Real Madrid. Again, until the mood changed. I think of when Jose Mourinho was at Real Madrid the first time, right? At the beginning, the first 2 years, when he was doing well, when he wasn't fighting with Casillas and club legends and everything, he could do no wrong, right? And then when they all decided they hated him, everybody went and crucified him.
Yeah,
right?
including the...
We see this here a lot. Same thing, like, let's all get, obviously there's so many Manchester United fans, ex-players, and it's like, give Ten Hag time, and then they turn, like they
like
turned
Solskjaer.
on, which is it's understandable. Something in Germany, there's a slightly different tradition, especially at Bayern. They are absolutely ruthless. Yeah. Part of me really respects that.
Yeah, me too. I like it.
I also think it probably makes it very difficult to play there, because all these guys, whether it's Matthäus or Hamann, I think obviously they think that when they were playing, like everything went swimmingly, maybe they hold Bayern to such high standards. Yeah. From day one, they will be hypercritical if they think they should be hypercritical. They don't care.
And also, like you, I think a lot of people in Germany believe that sacking Nagelsmann was wrong anyway. That, in a way, maybe it's not so much who came after, although now Tuchel is the target, but it's more than that Nagelsmann should still be in charge.
Whatever the case, this has obviously gotten inside Tommy Tuchel's head. Yeah. I said he was a bundle of nerves at Chelsea. Which he was. Part of me wonders if he hasn't gotten worse. Now, you had the incident before the game where, he says, well, they haven't developed as pundits. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And then at 3-0 up, you figure, all right, dude, you've won the game. You're 3-0 up away from home. Dortmund are horrendous. What does he do? He starts arguing with the referee and he gets himself booked.
Yeah.
After the game, and this is great television, I'm going to put a link to it in my musings column. It's on YouTube, even if you don't speak German. It's worth checking this out just to see Tuchel's face and Matthäus' face. So basically, Lothar Matthäus is a pundit for Sky Germany, who are the rights holders, and contractually, Tuchel has to come to their little table.
Yeah, pitch side,
and answer questions. So he comes in, he kind of gives like a handshake and a half embrace to Matthäus. And I guess the guy congratulates him a little bit, and he says, and he like turns, and his eyes are like little dots, and he's like, "Yeah, well, despite the fact that the team hasn't developed, and despite the terrible coach that they have,
he was going to have a dig."
Oh my God!
I know, but it's fair.
And he keeps going back for it, and then at one point,
the same.
Okay, at one point he's like, well, then I don't need to. Like he takes his earpiece off, like he doesn't want to. He does shake Matthäus' hand again when he leaves, but.
He's pumped. Even the celebrations after the goals, to be fair, the third and the fourth one, I'm like, come on. He celebrated like if it's last-minute winner in a Champions League final or something.
But, okay, is it fair, though? Has this team developed? Is this team better than they were under?
Collectively, no. Collectively, they're not. Collectively, they're not playing better than under Nagelsmann. There's nothing collectively. We've said that all along, all season. There's just not. They don't play as a team. But because they are so brilliant individually, and when you've got Sané in that kind of form, and Kane, of course, and Coman and Musiala, even if defensively he's still a bit shaky.
Well, De Ligt wasn't there.
Yeah, De Ligt wasn't there, but you're De Ligt fanboy. But Upamecano came, is still a very good pair of centre-back.
But neither one is De Ligt.
No, true. And Manuel Neuer is back now as well. They don't play well as a team. And yet he worked against Dortmund because Dortmund were very naive the first 10 minutes. We said that. Because then they let all that space. We said that. go back to a team that sit much deeper with a much lower block, a team that doesn't give you much.
Don't go 2-0 down after 9 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. That is actually strong on set pieces. And Bayern struggle. Like they struggle in quite a few games this season.
That's the thing. I mean, Tuchel pointed out that they were undefeated in the Bundesliga and blah, blah, blah. It's all fair. Those are facts. It's also a fact that they're not in first place. And, you know, I think they were 4 points clear at the top when he took over last season from
Nagelsmann.
From Nagelsmann, that's right.
And they should have lost the title last season. It was a miracle.
Yeah, Dortmund threw the title away last season. There's no Kimmich, but then again, when Kimmich is there, you feel like Tuchel's not getting the best out of Kimmich. They're obviously better with Kimmich. They got away. I thought Leimer, much maligned and criticized Leimer, did his job well.
I agree.
Goretzka was devastating, but again, Goretzka, because of his injuries, isn't somebody that you can rely on. But you're right, Jules. There is such a gap in quality.